Yeah, it is a booktube. Yeah. I actually can't believe I'm doing this right now. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be here. I've wanted to do this for such a long time and now we're finally into it. My name is Henny. It's not my full name. Yeah, I thought I would finally start my booktube, I guess, if you want to call it that. Yeah, it is a booktube. Yeah. Baby is locked into Taekwondo Tribe. Yeah, this is my very first video on here. Very, very excited. And I thought I would kick things off with doing like a get to know me kind of thing. I watched this video the other day. It was like newbie tag or something, and they said it was very 2015. I was like, well, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna look it up, and now I have a bunch of questions that I'm gonna answer. If I like pop off screen for a quick second, I'm just attending to my child. But yeah, let's get into it. So question number one, I guess it's the main question. Why did you decide to start a booktube channel? Honestly, I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, as I said before. But I guess the main reason is I just wanted like a space where I can just yap about books with people who actually enjoy the kind of books that I read. And I wanted to connect with other people in the same kind of like, what do you call it? In the same kind of space. Like, because I don't really have anyone that I can talk to about books. Like I have my friends and they read some of the same books that I read, but we don't read the same things. They have different tastes than I do, which is fine, which is all good. But there's only so much that I can talk to my fiance about when he's like, yes. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to start it. And also to give me like another hobby. So at the moment I'm a full-time mom, full-time stay-at-home mom, but I do actually work part-time doing like digital marketing things. And people always encourage me, well not people, my fiance and my sister-in-law have always like encouraged me to do this because they know that reading is like my absolute passion. What kind of videos can viewers expect to see from you? So I guess honestly just like book related things, maybe a bit of vlogs here and there, and like lifestyle stuff. In terms of like book stuff, which is obviously why I started this channel, I'm not like a planner in what I read. I literally just read whatever like pops up. I don't plan out my TBR for the month, like I'm gonna read this, because I would see something pop up on Instagram or whatever and I'm like, oh, that looks really cool, I'm gonna read that next, or add it to my TBR. But I'm not like a monthly TBR planner. Yeah, some like monthly wrap-ups. My very first video, I was supposed to start this channel in January. It's now October, but also I had baby end of December, so January was like very big learning curve for me. Yeah, so probably like monthly wrap-ups, book recommendations, series reviews, book reviews, that kind of thing. What are you most excited about for your channel? What I am most excited about is meeting new people who are in the same space, connecting with other people, talking about books, just making connections. It's what I've like always wanted to do, is just make more connections, but meeting new people in the online space. Not so much in the real life space. I don't leave my house unless absolutely necessary. But yeah, why do you love reading? I feel like this is such a big question. Why do you love reading? Reading for me is like sort of like an escape. It's an escape, but it's not an escape. It's like I can just go into this other world. I guess readers will understand what you mean like by it's an escape, you know? I love reading about different worlds and kind of just like experiencing other characters' lives. Yeah, I feel like it's a hard one to explain, and I feel like if you know, you know. You get what I mean? So I'm just gonna leave it at that. What book series got you into reading? Okay, so backstory, this is how I got into reading. I started reading many years ago when I was younger. You know, like I feel like everyone went through their Wattpad phase. And then I like was reading on Kindle for a little bit. This is when I was like, I don't know, 14, 13. I had a Kindle even, and then I just kind of went off it. And then I read a few books here and there. I think I've always been a reader though. All my parents are big readers. And it wasn't until 2021, I was sitting on the couch one afternoon, just scrolling on Facebook, and then an ad popped up, and it was for the app Dream. If you know these pay per chapter apps, you understand how much money they sucked from you. Oh my god, the amount of money I spent on these apps. But this is how I got into reading again, and ever since that day I've literally read every single day. And from 2021, the only days that I have not read is when I was in labor, and like a week after I gave birth. So for how many years? What is that, 4 or 5 years now is how long I've been reading for. And I'm really going off the question, what series got you into reading? So it was a book called His Redemption by Quirky Quinn on Dream. Yeah, so I read that series, and that's what really got me into reading. And after I don't know how many months of paying for all this money on Dream, I moved back to Kindle. I rediscovered Kindle, and I don't know what, I think I read like a few. Oh yeah, I read quite a bit of T.L. Swan. She was one of the first kind of authors that I started reading on Kindle. Then I really got into hockey books. I discovered Icebreaker, and that honestly like got me so hooked, not only into hockey romances, but hockey the sport itself. I am a massive hockey fan now. I love hockey. Fun fact about me, I actually used to play field hockey. So discovering, I think I knew about ice hockey. I wasn't really in. Oh, sorry, my child was rolling off her mat onto the hard floor. Icebreaker by Hannah Grace is what really sold everything for me. So yeah, that answers that question. Really went on a rampage there. Boom. What is one thing that might be hardest about booktube? So I think the hardest thing for me is going to be time management. One, I don't really like to film in front of people. I kind of just want to film like when no one's home, but also I want to be present with my baby, so I don't want to be spending too much time filming, but then at the same time like I really want to get all this content out. So that's going to be a massive thing for me. What is this? Question number 7. What's a reading goal that you have for the rest of the year? I don't have one. I think I did set myself a goal at the start of the year to read 100, but I'm probably not gonna hit that goal. I just looked on my Fable before to how many books I read. I think it's like 45, 46 I've read this year. And it said like you'll need to read 11 books a month to hit my goal of like 80 or something. And I was like, okay, well, no. So I guess my reading goal for the rest of the year is probably just to read 60 books. I think that's a realistic goal for me. 60 to 70. Yeah. What genres are you most likely to read, and which ones do you almost always avoid? I am a big romance reader. I mainly read only romance. Romance only. No, I do read a bit of fantasy. I have read a bit of fantasy, and I do like fantasy, considering I started reading like shifter books. So yeah, I don't mind fantasy, romantasy in particular. I don't read like, what are they? Dark romances? I read Haunting Adeline once. What in the was that shit? Honestly, what was that? Next question. Are you a mood reader, or do you meticulously plan your next reads? And the answer to that is no. No. I've never planned like my monthly TBRs, things like that. Do you prefer physical books, ebooks, or audiobooks? Okay, so I never listen to audiobooks or podcasts. I get very, very distracted. I listened to one of the Throne of Glass books. I can't remember what it was. Okay, this is a spoiler for Throne of Glass. Okay, so I forgot what book it was, but it's when she gets rescued. You'll know what I mean when she says take it off, take it off, take it off. End of spoilers. The audiobook for that just ruined the whole fucking book for me. I swear to God. Oh, I wish I had read. That was definitely one chapter that you have to read. You cannot listen to that chapter. So yeah, I don't listen to audiobooks. I don't mind reading physical books. I actually have quite a few physical ones. I just don't know where they are because they're still in storage somewhere. And I haven't even set up like a bookshelf or anything. but I mainly just read on my phone. I am a Kindle reader on my phone. I really want a Kindle though, but reading on my phone is just easy. Nice and easy. And the last question, what is your biggest goal for this channel? My biggest goal for this channel is honestly just to like build a community, make new connections, meet new people, just talk about books. That's my biggest goal. Meet people, make connections, read books, talk about books, build a community. But actually no, my biggest goal would be to actually start this channel. And I guess here we are. One of my goals is completed. But yeah, that was a little bit about me. I don't know how much I'll be posting, when I'll be posting. Yeah, I guess just when I have the time. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this video and got to know me a little bit. And I hope to meet some of you and build a community, and we can just yap about books that we love to read. But please like and subscribe, leave a comment, introduce yourself. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!